few. Now we'll be starting with module number 4, measurement and measurement systems. This chapter is a very important chapter in which we are going to study what is measurement system, what are the various performance characteristics of measurement systems, what are transducers, and what are different terminating devices. So today the most important part that we are going to study is the concept of or the generalized concept of a measurement system, or it can be also called as what are the different elements of a measurement system. As I have already explained in the online class, the three important elements are the primary sensing element, variable conversion element, and the terminating element. Three elements are there. The first stage, a sensor detector stage or primary sensing element. Second stage is called as variable conversion stage or intermediate modifying stage. And the third one is the data processing or presentation or the terminating stage. You see the screen where the same block diagram has been drawn. So the primary detector stage will sense the signal. If I want to measure the temperature of a hot water, then the primary sensor will sense the temperature, will sense the input signal and then convert it into some other output. That is the function of the primary stage. What is the secondary stage or the intermediate modifying stage? Intermediate modifying stage will take the output from the primary stage and then it will modify it, it will amplify it, or it will filter it. It will make it into understandable form and then it will submit it to the third stage where it is called as the terminating stage. So terminating stage, nothing but it is an indicator or it is a recorder. It will display the readings to the observer. Correct. So in short, I have told that the generalized concept is consisting of three stages, which I have already explained to you, and I have also sent the PPT notes also. So if you see the generalized system, then the next part that we are going to study is the different performance characteristics of a measurement system. So one by one it is displayed here. The first is readability. What is the meaning of readability? Readability means it is nothing but the ability of an instrument to read the reading, or it indicates the closeness with which the scale of the instrument can be read. Correct? Readability, ability of an instrument to indicate the reading clearly is called as readability. What is least count? Least count is a very important term in measurement. So smallest measurement that can be done by an instrument is called as least count. What is range? Range means nothing but the total minimum and the maximum. The maximum reading that can be taken by a particular device. From minimum to maximum, how much readings can be taken? What is the maximum range, span readings can be taken by the instrument? It is called as the range. What is an error? It is the difference between the true value or the measured value and the difference between the measured value and the standard value. Correct? That is called as an error. The next important term is accuracy. What is accuracy? The diagram is shown here. Three circles are there, and at the center of the circles a red target point is there. Imagine that now I want to hit at the red target point. I take a gun in my hand and now I want to hit it at the center red color target point. So with the help of these three diagrams, I will explain you what is accuracy, what is repeatability, and what is resolution. If you see the first diagram, 5 target points are hit and all the points are close to each other, but they are far from the target red point. They are far from the target point. Means what? I have not hit exactly at the target point. I am far away from the target point. That is why I say that in the first circle the accuracy is low. Accuracy is low. What is accuracy? Accuracy is defined as the closeness of the target, the closeness of the reading with respect to the target point. How close you are to the target point. If you are very close to the target point, then we say accuracy is high. If you are far from the target point, we say that the accuracy is low. So in the first diagram, since all the 5 points are far away from the target point, I say the accuracy is low. But since all are very close to each other. All the target, all the 5 readings, all the 5 points that I've hit, they are very close to each other. They are called as precision is good. Correct? If you see second diagram, the 5 points are close to the red target point. Correct? Since they are close to the target point, it is called accuracy is high. But all the 5 points are far away from each other. Since they are far away from each other, precision is low. Instrument has low precision. If you see the third diagram, in the third diagram, all the 5 points are close to the red color. Also, they are close to each other. Close to each other. Correct? Since they are close to the target point, accuracy is high because I am close to the target point. Also, they are close to each other. Also, all the 5 points are close to each other. I say that the precision is high. So, what is precision and what is accuracy is explained there. Now, next, what is calibration? Calibration means to check whether the device that we are using, to check whether the instrument that we are using is functioning correct or not, or if some error is existing. Correct? To check the device, to check the equipment, to find out whether it is working correctly or some error is existing into the device and adjusting it or repairing it. This is called as calibration. If you see, what is threshold and hysteresis? Very important characteristic of a measurement system. What is hysteresis? Usually hysteresis occurs because of the different parts such as gears, mechanism, rack, pinion, gear, shaft, cams, etc. All these parts are meshing with each other and there is friction and inertia between them. And if I use this instrument for a longer period of time, errors such as backlash or errors due to friction might go on increasing. Such errors, because of this, the accuracy of the instrument goes on decreasing. The errors caused due to backlash, the errors caused due to friction and inertia, such errors are called as hysteresis. What happens due to this? If you see the hysteresis curve in the diagram, what happens is that hysteresis, to reduce the hysteresis, to reduce the errors of hysteresis, what is usually done in the experiments or the readings is that first we go on taking the readings in the increasing order. We take 5-6 readings. First I take the first, suppose I want to take the reading of a particular device, then I take 5-6 readings. For 10 kg load, what is the pressure? For 20 kg load, what is the pressure? For 30 kg load, what is the pressure? I go on measuring pressure for different loads in the increasing order. Then once again I go on checking the pressure for decreasing loads. For 50% load, what is the pressure? For 40% load, what is the pressure? For 30% load, 20% load, for 10% load, what is the, I go on decreasing. But if I go on increasing the load and check the pressure, I see the curve starting from origin and increasing in the first quadrant. When I go on decreasing the readings, I see the curve goes upside. The curve is there, it goes upside. It will not come back to origin. So like if you go on increasing and decreasing always, the curve will not match and a curve called as hysteresis curve is formed. This curve is called as hysteresis curve and this occurs due to friction, inertia, backlash errors or error due to the hard components of the measurement. So to reduce the errors of hysteresis, what is done? Many readings are taken. In readings in increasing order, then readings in decreasing orders are taken, then an average reading is taken. So this average is approximately right. This is called as hysteresis. What is resolution? Smallest increment of the input signal. The smallest measurement that can be done by an instrument is called as resolution or also called as least count. What is repeatability? If I go on repeating the experiment for a large number of times, and if all the times if I get the same reading, I say the instrument is having good repeatability. Correct? Next, what is linearity? A instrument is said to be linear if the readings obtained by that instrument are very close to the calibrated curve, very close to the standard values. If this closeness or if the errors are within 2%, then I say that the instrument has good linearity. If the errors taken by the instrument are exceeding 2% of the standard values, then we say that the instrument has bad linearity. Correct? Then after that, one more is there. performance characteristics. Sensitivity. What is sensitivity? The graph is not shown here on the screen, but sensitivity is the slope of the calibrated curve, slope of output value to input value. Sensitivity is equals to output signal divided by input signal. Means whenever I give a input signal to an instrument, the instrument should instantly give an output signal proportionately. If this happens, I say instrument has good sensitivity. If the instrument is not responding properly, if the instrument is giving the output signal late or wrong output signals every time, then I say the instrument does not have good sensitivity. Therefore, a measuring system should always have good sensitivity, good linearity, good repeatability, good accuracy, good precision, etc. These are called as the performance characteristics of a measurement system. Okay, so in the next time we start with the